Alright, today we're bottling. Carboy, a couple little wedges underneath to give it a little bit of an angle. I have 28 bottles, cleaned and sanitized. The plastic tub has interlocking tile down at the bottom, the type you'd find in a gym, in a locker room, to keep the water off. In this case, keeps the bottles out of any spilled wine. My siphon has an extension on it with a push valve so that you can go from bottle to bottle without it continuing to flow. The pressure just closes it off when it's ready to go. So let's get started here. And let that sit down to the bottom. Bottles that are relatively flat fill a lot faster than bottles that have the big indentation in it. I will usually get quite a few of the bottles filled before I start corking. As you can see, I'm moving along at a pretty good rate. What I typically do with kit wines is I'll take the bottle that's filled and just give it a little shake so that you might get a little more of the suspended carbon dioxide or whatever it is out of it. Now you can see here the bottle filling, and you usually have to be quick because it can overfill once it gets to the neck. And then just move to the next one. There, you can stop. Now sometimes you get a bottle that's very slow to fill because of the way the valve lays against the little indentation at the bottom. So that's a good time to start corking. Now I have a floor corker that's loaned to me by the supplier Keystone Homebrew. Just wipe off the bottle. I'm using agglomerated corks. They have a solid top and bottom, and in between they're all piecemeal. So slip that on there and push down. And there's my cork. And that's the first one. And I have in a carboy, you can get between 28 and 30 bottles typically. Okay, that's it. And one last thing. After all your bottles have been corked, remember to keep them standing up for at least 4 or 5 days. That way the corks will actually expand because they've been squeezed down, and they'll tighten up in the neck of the bottle. After that, you can lay them on their side.